We'll plug it through our accounts.
Yeah,
Get a euro.
I'll tell you what. I may we'll use you maybe as a primary source of education too. How's that?
Sounds
We're
good.
trying to get somebody up and running and doing this here.
Yeah,
So, okay.
and we're trying to get more out there, get our name out there.
You gotta have that, don't you? Huh?
You need the presence in this day and age. It's impossible to thrive without it.
Yeah. And we're back here on the Q96.5 FM. It is about 13 minutes before 10 o'clock, and we have a lot of friends in here with us here today. And a young guy called me on the phone the other day. His name was Chris Cohen, and he's the program director of Kimball Camp up in Reading, Michigan. And he said, you know what, we've got a situation going on up here that I think some of your folks would be interested in knowing about. And I said yes, and he said, how about Tuesday? And I thought, man, the day right after that Memorial Day holiday, this guy is a go-getter. Chris Cowan, welcome into the Q this morning.
Thanks for having us. Thank you very much.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, that is probably part of your job. You're actually, what is your job up at Kimball Camp?
Yeah,
Tell us just a little bit about that camp.
My exact job is so many different things in one. But basically what I do is I'm the program director at Kimball Camp, so I schedule all the events. I do all the hiring. I'm doing all the social media. It's just so many different elements to my job, so many layers you can peel back of what I actually do there. I'm basically just, an everything kind of guy. We could be doing anything from doing programs, getting schools in there, and then doing radio interviews, so that's my,
the whole thing, man.
The whole thing.
And you seem like you enjoy it.
I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love what I do.
Let's talk a little bit about Kimball Camp, because I think most of the folks listening to me at this point in time had no idea, and I'm probably on the outside because all my kids grew up down around the Dayton area when I was down there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure a lot more people up here know about Kimball Camp than I do. Mm-hmm. But I had no clue where Kimball Camp was or what it was. So sell me, big fella.
Sell you. All right, here we go.
What do you do?
So Kimball Camp is located in Reading, Michigan.
Sure.
It's about a 50-minute drive from here. What we're all about is we're a YMCA camp, a Christian organization. We're for nonprofit. We're all about the kids. We have all kinds of high adventure activities, which are all 40 feet tall. These are what we call our main events. We have a giant swing, Goliath, which is a rock wall that's 40 feet tall, a high ropes course. Each of these courses are designed to challenge each individual to come out their comfort zones, push themselves further, and literally take themselves to new heights. It's a good life lesson. Just coming to camp in general is just a good life lesson for all the kids. We teach them so many different skills. We offer archery, different clinics from swimming to fishing, just teaching kids new skills. And that's what we're really, really all about is just, we're here for each kid. Camp is important, I believe, for every kid. Gives them an experience that they need, that they might not know they need, but they come there. We teach them all these skills. They go on through their lives with a lot more confidence in their abilities. They learn so much at the camp. We bring out what they like to do, and that's what we're all about.
Kimball Camp, how big of a facility? How big of a footprint? Are you sitting out in the middle of nowhere too?
We're out in the middle of nowhere in the sticks, as the city folks like myself would say.
Okay. All right.
But we have about 70 acres that we use. We got a bunch of big fields, lots of activities there, and we also have a nature preserve there as well. So lots of place to get lost in. But we really keep a handle on everything.
No, I'm sure you do. It's a traditional YMCA camp. The kids come for a week, I guess.
Yeah, they come in for a week. Come in on Sunday about 3 o'clock and leave on Friday at about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So
Okay. It works out extremely well at that point in time, and I think every kid needs to go out to camp at least once.
Every kid needs to go to camp at least once in
Get
their
outside
lives.
and see what's outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My whole life has changed since I've come here. I mean, I met my wife here.
Yeah.
I came out my comfort zone, living in the city in my whole life. You
were a Detroit guy.
I'm a Detroit guy.
Sure.
Born and raised in Detroit.
Yep.
This is the most far left thing I've ever done in my life. Going outdoors, because we don't have that kind of stuff where I'm from. And if I weren't able,
were you born in the city? Were you in the downtown Detroit?
Right downtown Detroit.
So there's not too many acres of fields and trees and rock
No,
walls.
just a lot of concrete.
Well, there you go. You're kind of familiar with the walls. At that point, with the concrete.
It's funny. I tell my wife all the time, like, we got our own house a few years ago, and we had to cut our own grass. And she was like, "Yeah, go cut the grass, honey." And I was like, "I've never done that before." So funny. So it's good to come out your comfort zone, and you just learn a lot more about yourself that qualities that you didn't even know you had, deep down inside. So.
How did you get out to this camp? How did you get from Detroit to the camp?
Well, I met a friend in college. He was talking about the camp.
Okay, and you went to college where?
I went to college at Spring Arbor,
Sure.
But I went to Jackson, then Spring Arbor.
Okay.
But I had a friend in high school. He was talking about it, so I was just visiting him at his college, and he was talking about the camp, all these different things, and I was like, well, that sounds really fun. I need to change my life. Went there, and then met my wife, and I've been here ever since. Left my whole life behind. So.
That's amazing. So you actually met your wife at camp?
I met my wife at camp. Yes, I did. We have a wedding coming up. We already got married in October, but we're putting on a reception for all our family and friends. So we're doing that on June 10th. So
holy mackerel!
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. You're a newlywed, just getting started.
Newlywed, baby on the way.
Oh,
all kinds of exciting things going on in my life.
Your world is about to change dramatically.
Oh,
Mr. Chris Cohen. That's the way I'm looking.
That's
at
what
it.
they tell me.
No doubt about that. We also have a gentleman by the name of Danny Yunker with us here as well. And Danny, welcome in also to the Dome. We kind of let you sit over there as I've been talking to Chris here a little bit. But now you got to be good and nervous, sitting on the hot seat.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And ready to go. Danny, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I went to high school in Brooklyn, but I was born in Grand Rapids. I go to Grand Valley State University, and I'm here at Kimball Camp acting as the assistant program director, but more importantly, I'm doing an internship as the media director, so I'm taking over a lot of our social media accounts and things in that direction.
Fantastic. Now, have you ever been to Kimball Camp as a youngster, or were you aware of it when you were younger?
I actually never got to go to a summer camp, and that's why when I started working at camp, it was so mind-blowing to me because I got to see how much I missed out on when I was younger, and that's why it speaks out so much to me to reach these other kids because I would die to have these opportunities when I was growing up.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Well, I've got Chris Cohen, and I also have Danny Yunker, and they're both from Kimball Camp up in Reading, Michigan. They're going to hang with me for a little while. Right now, we're back into music. It's about 6 minutes until 9 o'clock here on the Q 96.5 FM. All right, guys, we're getting started. How's that?
Sounds
Great.
fun.
Warmed up?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's
That's
good.
pretty amazing. So, where's your
man.
wife from? Where was your wife from?
My wife's from Jonesville, Michigan.
Oh, yeah, I know where Jonesville
Yeah,
is.
that's not too far from the camp.
Yeah.
She found out about it just from being in the area.
Yeah.
So we met there. We've been going ever since.
I'll be darned.
4 years later, here we are.
That's funny.
Yes,
That is
sir.
good. So, reading then, I do the football games at Albion College.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
That's
So I
Jackson
go
area.
right through from here. I go straight up north. You guys come through Jonesville this morning, or how did you guys come down today?
We're closer than Jonesville.
Yeah, we're closer
Oh,
than
okay, so you're
Jonesville.
south of Jonesville.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
so how close are you to? What's the next one down? What's the one right across the border there? Crap, man, I always think of
Hillsdale.
Hillsdale.
Yeah, we're south of Hillsdale as well.
So you're
so.
south of Hillsdale too. You're right on the border.
Yep, right on the border.
I accidentally drive over all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're right on the border of Ohio, so it wasn't that far from here.
No, that's not a bad drive at all.
Yeah, not bad to drive at all.
No, that's pretty. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yep, so we're like right about there.
Yeah. I mean, you're just a couple miles and you're Buckeyes rather than.
Yo, I don't know. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
that.
you're going that
I'm not going that
I love it, man. I love it.
far. It's funny. Are you a Buckeye?
No, I'm an OU Bobcat. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I went
Well
to Ohio
said,
University.
yeah.
Yeah. So in our book, them guys up north are Ohio State.
Yeah.
You know, that's who those guys up north are.
Uh-huh.
Not that we compete with them or anything like that, other than the fact that the name, OU's an older school in Ohio State, so Ohio State had to be the Ohio State University, which is kind of bullshit. What
He's
can I
a
say?
state guy.
I'm a Michigan State fan, so
Yeah. Okay. I can believe that.
same kind of deal.
You're a U of M
Oh,
fan?
definitely.
Okay. Okay. So you guys don't necessarily like one another all that well when it comes to football.
Now
we
football
always-
season.
Yeah.
We always sneak in little comments here
Oh,
and
sure.
there. You know,
Yeah.
I tease them about their 3-9 season.
You haven't had a lot to brag about in the last couple
No,
years.
but
though,
now that I got it, I'm running with
But
it.
now you got it. Yeah, take whatever you got, man. And beat them
Exactly.
over the head as much you possibly can. I agree. It's funny.
Yeah, it's fun.
So let's talk a little bit about the program, some of the things you guys do.
Okay.
We kind of hit on them a little bit. Let's go a little more into depth, in depth of what's going on. Costs for the camp. You know how much it costs to send somebody up?
Yeah, it's
Do
about.
you have anybody from this area at all? Do you have anybody that comes up?
We
from
have
Northwest
some.
Ohio?
That's why we're really trying to hit this area a little harder.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Because the kids here in Ohio, they're out of school before Michigan kids.
Okay,
And,
okay.
That's kind of hurting us, especially with Michigan. The kids, the schools there are like looking to do what's called a balanced calendar.
Yeah.
So they're looking to go to school in the middle of summer. So
Okay.
they'll be like go like
Oh, wow.
3 weeks on, 3 weeks off type thing in the summer. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
going to really change things for us if that
Boy, that would
goes
be-
through.
Yeah, because
So-
like the bulk of the folks that you guys deal with right now from Michigan somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just working hard, trying to branch out to different areas. So we're well covered if that does go through. So
No doubt. I think that's a great idea.
yeah,
Good-
trying to get a head up on it.
I think that's smart, man. I think that's very smart.
It's like, 'cause we also have financial programs we can mention.
Yeah.
Make
Oh,
sure
yeah.
it's affordable
Yeah,
for everybody.
Yeah, we have financial aid available.
Really?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we could do like a day at camp or something. Just
Yeah,
run through
a
that.
typical day at camp.
Yeah, I think that'd be great because I think most people need to know. And I've got plenty of time. We can go till 10:30ish if that's
That
good.
sounds
do another
good to
couple
me.
breaks if we can get these.
Yeah, it's nice to have that much time because
The
our last
leniency.
interview
Yeah.
we with 10 minutes and
Oh, it was, I don't even know if it's 10 minutes.
You're out the door. Where's
Yeah.
that at?
in Hillsdale.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of more conventional. That's what people do.
Yeah.
I do things like the old dudes do them a little more. How's that?
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think we've gotten away. That's another thing. Radio's in the dying stages, really, for most people.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what are you tuning into a radio for anymore?
Oh, exactly. At Grand Valley, we have a radio station.
Yeah.
And I've been involved with the news station, but they want me to come do radio. They're like, we just need segments. Like, we need people that are committed to it and want to put the effort in.
Yeah. Heck
So
yeah.
I've been considering it for next fall.
Well, if you do it, you know what? If you go back, and that's always been my contention, if you do it the way that it was done, where you can try to get people in, people talking to people, give them a reason why they kind of want to hear something or listen to something. The guy that was in here before is the superintendent over at the Ford County Career Center. Okay. So junior and senior and high school kids from all around this area head over there to pick up whatever. They got, are more educated than that than I am anymore. But they've got 25, 30 different programs, from pulling wrenches to being a cosmetologist to nursing aide to damn near anything to get these kids off into the right segments.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat. And he made the comment that the last estimate was 30% of the high school seniors that go into a 4-year college, okay, only 30% of them graduate.
I'd believe it. Looking at my graduating class, absolutely.
70% of them fall by the wayside and have to find something else that they have to do. So that means that right now, without something like this, you've got 30% of your entire population that are being underserved. They're being pushed in the wrong direction, and now they sit there with $50,000 in school debt or more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trade schools are definitely being undervalued. There's so many great trades out there that people don't want to go into.
You bet. And they pay extremely well.
Oh yeah, good electrician, master electrician. That's a career.
Heck yeah.
And there's so many people that just scoff at it because they're like, "Oh, I want to be a doctor."
Yeah. You're nuts, man. You're really nuts. Yeah. Nowhere near the pressure on you. There's pressure being a master electrician.
Right.
I mean, my grandson, I've got a unique situation because my second wife was married to a guy who was about 10 years older than she was. So I've got a son and a grandson at the same age. They're both 35 years old. Okay. All right. So that was always fun when we go anywhere together, because we'd go over and watch a football game over in Cleveland. Talk about somebody getting his ass kicked. Right?
Yeah.
Here I am. Okay.
We were just making fun of, because we had a school from Ohio last week, a couple weeks ago, and we were talking, they had a Browns hat on the whole time. So
and you just ridiculed the poor boy.
Yeah.
I was like, crew one, you can go first. I just feel sad he has to wear this hat. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, so there you go.
Gotta win at something.
But he is a trainer. That's what he does. He works for the Electro Union, and he's 35, and he went through that program, went right out of school, went right into a $45,000 a year job with full benefits. Okay.
Yeah.
At 19 years old. Holy crap, man! How many 19-year-olds do you know that go out to? And he was just in training. That's all he was. He wasn't, he was out learning the business at that point.
Like he said, people just scoff at that kind of thing.
It's ridiculous. There's so many great careers that get undermined.
Serious money, great jobs, and we need them. If people don't step up and start taking them, man, well, you guys are going to be in trouble. I mean, you're gonna, when you need electrical work out at the camp, or
Well, I mean, we're even just looking for like a male counselor, and we have a job where you get to live there for free, you get to eat there for free.
Yeah.
And there's so many people that are like, "Oh, well, I'll go do something else." It's like, financially, this is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for my apartment, my internet.
Yeah.
It's great.
I literally, my first summer, I saved like probably so much money just, having my meals provided to me. 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
What more do you need?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Hopefully they do pay you, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully you're getting paid.
Yeah, they pay us. They pay me.
If they don't, I can tell you that your wife is going to point that out to you.
Oh yeah, she will.
The next couple of months. Trust me.
She will. That's something we can talk about too. Is just available jobs.
So male counselors or someone interested in being a head lifeguard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, great, because, you've got the Bryan schools are in school for this week yet, and they're out the first part of next week because they built a new school around here. Mm-hmm. So their kids are in for an extra week because they went in a week late because construction was late.
That's what the lady was just telling me.
Yeah, and most everybody else around here are either going out the next day or two, or are already out because they ended the end of last week. So this is perfect timing for folks, I'm sure, as far as to think about something like that. There's nothing else that we can get these guys thinking about a little bit. I think it sounds like a wonderful opportunity.
It's awesome, man. And we just do such a good job of bringing people from different backgrounds, like the girl from South Africa, have someone here from Texas working for the summer. Myself, I'm from, Detroit area. So that's another thing we really do a good job at, or I really try to implement, is just having different people of different backgrounds come here.
Yeah.
So these kids can learn from it, so I can learn from it, so, my counselors can learn from it. It's just, we learn from each other, so it's really cool.
So last summer we had 2 from Spain and 1 from New Zealand, and so that's even great for the kids to be exposed to different cultures and stuff through them. That's an opportunity that you don't get anywhere else. I never met someone from Europe, and I got to live with them all summer.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially with the area we live in, we don't have that many backgrounds.
Yeah. No, we really don't. I mean, it's pretty limited.
Yeah.
That was the thing, and I've always said this. I wasn't the greatest guy at college. Okay. I mean, I had a B- average, that
Right.
kind of thing, 2.9,
Right.
2.8, that kind of stuff. All right. In my major, I was right at 4 point, in the communication side of the whole thing. Okay, which that's what I was into. I like doing that stuff. I didn't give a rat's ass about geology.
Yeah, same.
and-
I can relate.
I can
Okay,
relate.
but to meet the people that you meet at that point in time for the very first time, when you're 18 years
Absolutely.
old, 17 years old, and you're coming out of a little town like Troy, Ohio, just north of Dayton, or you're coming out of Detroit City, or wherever it might be, and then all of a sudden be tossed in with all these different people from everywhere. And that's what OU was too. That's
Yeah.
what any college is.
Yeah.
That's the best thing you can learn, is how do I deal with the crazy
Exactly.
New Yorkers that are living down the road from me right now, I
Yeah.
mean, whatever. Because totally different, we had kids from Detroit, we had kids from New York City, we had kids from, the Queens and the Bronx and every other day, because
Yeah.
New York was a big state for OU. Michigan was a pretty good state. And then you had kids from the hills of wherever.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen a person for more than 15 minutes in the
Yeah.
last 10 years. So, almost, you just felt that way. So, but it was great. And that's how you get to deal with people. You can work with people.
Exactly, and that's why I really talk about, we're preparing these kids for so many different situations that they're going to be faced with in the future, and
Yeah.
that's just one more thing that we do a good job at, is preparing these kids for different backgrounds, different cultures they might have to learn, especially when they go off to college, they're a little more prepared for that.
Heck yeah. Any of that stuff I think is really good. And get them out of their comfort zone,
Yep.
a little bit. Just move them out. I don't think you'd be getting me to climb any 40-foot walls. Okay? Even when I was a kid, that didn't seem like a very smart idea, but that's okay.
You'd be surprised,
And I'm
man.
sure-
You might get up there, a new beast might be unleashed, and
Yeah.
you're like, I can do this.
Sure. That was tequila. That was what that was. Now, back in the day on tequila, I'd have gone like, I wouldn't need your harness or nothing. I'd have just climbed right up.
That's the
and
only
just stayed
motivation
there.
you need.
That's it. That'd have been the end of it. Okay? Now it doesn't go any further than this. Okay? You can't get, the brain locks it out before the elbow can ever get it close to my mouth. Oh yeah. That sounds like a fun.
You have any, a bottle of water anywhere? Or?
You know what? I think I do. Hang tight for just a minute. Let me get that.
Okay. Thank you.
I think I got a couple over here.
Woke up with a sore throat today. I was like, oh no, it's happening. This is how interviews should go. Take a selfie.
All right, man.
Save that for later.
There you go.
Sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
You bet. All right, we'll play this one and we'll be back at it. How's that?
Sounds good.
That's a good way to get started for the week. Mondays are normally pretty good, but we don't do a whole lot. So this
So
becomes
you have-
Monday again,
Do you have other people that do air shows for you, or is it just?
Yeah, we do. I'll tell you what. On this radio station, I'm the only guy that does anything live. Okay, I do a 9 to 1 show Monday through Friday, and then we do some basketball and some football.
Oh,
And things like that at times, okay, for these guys. But I'm hooked in with a cable company here in town. And we do all of the high school football games on the cable. We do we do probably 10 or 15 basketball games and another 10 or so baseball, softball games over there. And then we do the Albion stuff. But the rest of the day on this thing is just, it goes back into a computerized, disc jockey who voice over the darn thing sitting in his basement in, Denver today for 250 radio stations, which is unfortunate because that is the reason that this business isn't any fun anymore.
Right.
Because when I started, everybody, this would have been a full-time 24-hour station with people here 24 hours a day.
And it's hard to find that anywhere now.
Yeah, it's just not there. Well, I mean, and you go back, Clear Channel's the guys that just killed this damn thing. Okay, they bought everything out at a high price where they couldn't afford to pay anybody, and they started automating it because that was their vision. I could buy all these radio stations and pay a mint for them, and buy these guys out, and then I fire everybody in there. Okay, and I hire a handful of people to voice track something, and because of the technology nowadays,
Just keep it going.
You sit down in your basement for an hour, and you knock out the voice tracks that I sent over to you, and you send them back to me, and I plug them in, and it sounds pretty much like a radio station when you listen to them, but that's what all of them are. So it's a shame. But that's it. When I'm done, it goes back to the bird. But I do have people that I bring in all the time,
Right.
because I think that's what is missing in this market still. Having people come in and go, oh gosh, I didn't know there's a damn YMCA camp up in Reading, Michigan.
Yeah.
Where the hell did that come from?
Yeah, that's one. My biggest thing is trying to bridge that gap.
Here we
Branch
go,
out
guys.
to our.
Here we go.
in their communities, they can come to camp for free if they get
okay.
that number of candy bars, or it can just help knock out at the price
Yeah.
and whatnot. And then, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, so we'll talk pricing, our fundraiser.
And I want to get a little more
activities.
descriptive about your wall and you know.
I say I can run a day if you want.
High adventure,
go ahead.
you know, day this high adventure program.
I can
that
run
you
it,
guys
so.
have.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to get into some of that a little bit with you. And again, if, you know,
Wake up, clinics, lunch, chapel, camp activity, cabin activity, dinner, night events, square dance, Indian vigil.
if we haven't gotten through everything, guys, if you can hang, we'll go do another one after that. Okay.
Okay.
10 or 15 minutes here.
Yeah, we're good to go, man.
We get it all going for you. Because I think it sounds like a really neat little camp. Right?
Yeah,
Again,
I
there's
love
a
it, man.
Camp. What's the one that's down here? There's a camp somewhere.
Machindo.
Could be it. I don't know. But there's they take. They've got like a tough trail of some sort. They got a trail where I can't think of the name of the camp. Senator would tell you. The lady we talked
Do you know
to.
where it's located?
I don't, man. Like I said, I've been up here 20 years. And when I came up here, basically the farthest thing from my mind was doing, you know, kid things because my kids were all grown. I was going through a divorce, okay? And so my kids were all of the age. I had a 10-year-old that I brought up here back and forth who was down in the Dayton area.
Okay.
And I went down every other weekend and scooped him up and brought him up here. And we got together. We played golf and went fishing and went to lakes and did things like that. But he was not mine to throw into a camp in the summer or anything like that. So I never picked all that stuff up, you know. And then I built the cable system in town for the city.
Oh, wow.
So we built that thing. Came up with a Time Warner, and we were doing like cable commercials from the cable system. We were doing like ESPN, USA, doing local car commercials and stuff. Then we did that, we built that, and then I stepped away from that one almost 10 years ago and said I want to go back selling cable ads. When they hired me, they told me that, I told my boss at that point in time, I said, man, somewhere down the line I'm coming back to you and I'm saying, I don't want to be the boss anymore. I want to put a pair of shorts on and I want to go sell my cable ads again, okay, on my system.
I have those
And he
days
laughed,
too.
He goes, you'll never give that up, man. Once it's a city job, you know. I'm like, nah, you don't understand. 10 years of dealing with the politics and everything else, that's plenty. And
I get you, man. Some days it's like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I'm doing all this work. I just wish I was a counselor.
Yeah, exactly.
Just making sure kids have fun. I remember when that was my only job, but now there's so many behind the scenes things that I have to do. It's just,
It's amazing, isn't it, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing all the things that you got to take care of and you're responsible for. You got to deal with somehow. So yeah, no, that's kind of where I am. So I took this thing and started doing this. We started doing the radio a year ago. So I'm doing what I want to do again. Having fun.
Good.
Sounds like you're doing the same thing.
Oh yeah. Back to what I want to do.
Yeah.
No.
What got you into this? What got you into wanting to be a camp counselor?
You know, I don't know. I mean, I've just always been good with kids. My grandmother, she had a daycare when I grew up. I grew up in her daycare. I always had different kids coming in. So I think that's where my love for kids came from. She ran that for about 20 years. So all my family grew up together. All my cousins grew up together in her daycare. So that's where my love for kids came from. That's where my compassion, my passion for anything just came from her. So, I mean, it was just natural for me to just do this, you know. It's not even work to me. It's just, you know, something I love to do because I feel like I was born to do it because, you know, I've just been trained my whole life to take care of other people, take care of these kids. So, yeah, I mean, I just love it. I mean, like I said, I think I was born to do this kind of stuff.
That's cool. That is good. So you could do this forever, man.
I could.
You might be. You might retire out of this about 50 years from now.
Maybe, we'll see. My wife and I, our biggest goal is to open up our own daycare. She's a preschool teacher, so we're just the perfect match, you know.
She's still in Jonesville?
Yeah.
Does she teach in Jonesville?
She teaches in Hillsdale.
In Hillsdale.
Yeah, with next town over. Yep. She's a Montessori preschool teacher in Hillsdale. Yep. So, you know, we just work really well together. And then we got our baby on the way. So, you know, I know. Great time to be alive. That's correct.
It is. That's a wonderful part of your life.
Yeah, I'm really blessed, man. Really blessed. So.
No doubt.
Yeah.
All right, we got to play a couple commercials here, guys.
I'm on the radio again tomorrow.
Yeah, where you at tomorrow?
Coldwater.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Coldwater area.
You probably heard a lot of folks in from that area, don't you?
Yeah, that's pretty much our main area. So
And say
Coldwater,
for day
Hillsdale.
camp, we do runs to Coldwater and
And
Hillsdale,
Hillsdale.
so parents can meet at a local store and we pick up the kids for them in the morning. A lot more convenient on the way to work.
So they don't have to drive all the way to the camp.
Yeah.
And I mean, if we could get, I was going to plug that too if I had a chance. If we could get a bigger following this way, I mean, we have vans. We could come to Ohio area, wouldn't be a long drive, and come pick up a group of kids.
No, that's what that wouldn't be a bad thing if you pick out a. Because you guys, you're west. You go basically you go to Hillsdale. If you go to the Michigan border and you head west, is that what happens?
Yeah, I mean, if
guys
you head
probably-
to the Michigan border, you'll run into us before you run into Hillsdale.
Okay, so you're due south of Hillsdale.
Yep.
We're what?
Camden.
8-10 miles from the state line?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I was thinking because heck yeah, you could run. I mean, a Pioneer run or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Is only for you guys probably a half an hour.
Half an
I
hour.
say driving to Coldwater takes 25 minutes usually.
Yeah.
So,
And
so
the
you'd probably
van.
be a half an hour out or something like that.
yeah, absolutely. We'd be down if we could get enough people, make the ride worthwhile.
Collision and Customs is Northwest Ohio's
That
largest
might be
trailer
an
dealer
interesting
with over 300
scenario
trailers
for
in
these
stock, from
folks, you know.
53-foot race trailers and custom motorhomes to
For sure.
open car trailers, dump trailers, landscape trailers, and equipment trailers. But they don't just sell trailers; they service them. Add options and do repairs on any brand because they're racers themselves.
All right, man. Either one of you guys basketball fans, who's winning the NBA championship?
Ah,
Huh?
I don't know, man. If you count out LeBron and his Cavs, they just, when their backs are against the wall, they just,
Play hard, man. They're gonna
Yeah.
play. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. I don't know. I'm a Cavs fan, obviously. I'm a Cleveland guy.
yeah, I don't know. I think Golden State can pull it off. They just have Kevin Durant this year, and that's just an added element. That's just adding a superstar to an already superstar caliber team. It's just crazy.
It is.
Um,
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be an interesting series. Might go down to the wire each game.
I hope so, man. I hope we finally get some decent basketball.
Yeah, the basketball has been so boring. Sweep after sweep, blowout after blowout.
Yeah, you can have that.
Yeah.
It hasn't been any fun at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
NBA is so top heavy now. It's just
Yeah.
you can predict the NBA finals before even knowing.
Yeah. It's always been that way, unfortunately, for large periods of time. Because, Boston Celtics dominated for a long time. The Lakers dominated for a long time,
Bulls.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, big cities normally that can go out and get three guys together, four guys together in the past. But I mean, hey, Scottie Pippen wasn't any slouch,
Oh no,
There
definitely
we go,
not.
guys. And we're back here with a couple of our friends here from the Kimball camp, who's up at Reading, Michigan, and I just kind of got a handle on this thing a minute ago. Chris Cowan and Danny Yunker are my guests here today, and they're both with the camp. And Chris, really, I kept thinking you guys were to the west, but if you head straight north from here, before you get to Hillsdale, you run into Reading, Michigan.
Yeah, you'll run into Reading before you hit Hillsdale, before you hit Coldwater. We're right smack dab in the bottom of Michigan.
Yes.
Just before you creep out, we're about 10 miles out of Ohio. So yeah.
So people in our area, even in the northern part of our listening area right now, guys, they could be within a half an hour of you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
And some of the summer camp programs and opportunities that you have, gosh, would be wonderful for these folks right in the backyard. Even from Brian, would you say it took you this morning 50 minutes to get
Yeah,
back?
50 minutes, and it went by quick. I was just gazing at all the farmland, and next thing you know, I'm here.
It's pretty easy to get here. No
Yeah.
doubt about that. Danny, give me a little feel for a day at camp. What happens up at Kimball Camp?
Well, our average day follows a pretty simple format, and we spice it up a little bit. So each morning they wake up, have breakfast, and then before lunchtime we go through a period that is called clinic time. So kids sign up for 3 activities that either really interest them that they've done in the past or something they really want to learn and improve on. So we have swimming clinics for those who haven't swam or ones who want to improve. We have things like football and volleyball if they're interested in that. Things like fishing that they may have never done, or things like our high adventure activities like climbing the rock wall. The rock wall, it's not your normal rock wall. There's different sides to it. So we have basic slopes that you can climb up, but there's also sides that have points on them called like the nose, and only 20 so people in the history of camp have ever even climbed the nose. So kids get really excited. We have a special t-shirt for them. So that's always a huge clinic. And we have other clinics too, like our high ropes course, which is a series of obstacles that ends in a zip line across the field. So that's really great. Kids have lunch. Then we send them out to a brief chapel period, which usually follows our theme for the summer. And which we still haven't revealed, so be looking at our Facebook page. You'll see that big reveal. After chapel, we usually do an all-camp activity. In the past, we've done things like color runs. We've done things like capture the flag and big camp games with all the cabins. We're actually looking for a mini camp in July to do a huge thing, like a red, white, and blue competition where we kind of split the camp off in groups and do traditional field day games, all that kind of stuff, and then end it with a big barbecue at night, which would be awesome. But after an all-camp activity, we let the kids really break down, become closer in their cabins. They do cabin activities, which might be planning out their skit that we present later in the week, or their cabin activity could be just going and swimming together, something like that. Then we usually do dinner. Then there's usually a free time. So free time, they can go climb the rock wall, do arts and crafts, play on the playground. They can also go visit the camp store and get candy, or maybe they want their souvenir cup or t-shirt. After that, we kind of wind down and we do night activity. Sometimes that's something a little bit more energy, like a big square dance out in the field. We teach kids how to square dance, then we let them kind of freestyle and go nuts. They love it. Other nights we do things...
Indian Vigil.
Yeah, we do Indian Vigil.
Campfire.
We do our campfire where the counselors do skits, and then we have skit night for the kids where they do skits for us, and it's a lot of fun. The kids get really excited, and they're really proud of their little moment on the stage. And then certain nights we might do activities like a night hike where they get to go out along the trails and do little night activities, like sparking mints. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yes, okay.
I say, yeah, we have a lot of really cool things. And then we just wake up and do it all again the next day with little variations throughout.
So you notice how there's no time to be on your phones there. You know, it's the craziest thing right now. We're having the biggest deal just trying to get kids off their phones, which is just crazy to me. You know, I grew up... The best phone I had in high school was like a track phone, and the best game I had on there was Snake. But you know, we're having the problem with the kids bringing iPhones. You know, we don't really, we stay away from just all kinds of, that element.
Activity.
Yeah.
So the electronics, the electronics go dark when you start the week.
Yeah.
So they can just leave them at the house.
Leave them at the house. Don't even bring them.
Well, and the kids are very unplugged. But one thing as a camp that we're trying to do is become a lot more integrated with our social media and whatnot. We're really looking to part of my job is we're going to start doing things like Facebook Live and Instagram Live, so the parents actually get a grasp on what their kids are doing when they're away from home. And we think that makes the kids and parents a lot more comfortable because they'll be able to relate to those moments on the ride home. Also, throughout the week, I'm going to be following the kids, videotaping every moment. Our goal is at the end of the week to have one CD that can show each of the kids highlights so they can tell their parents. Another big thing we want to do is we realize that some of the kids may not introduce the staff as well, or they may not have gotten to know other counselors. So each week we want to take one counselor and have them kind of take over the Facebook. So that counselor might be posting selfies, them teaching their clinics, or it might be them with the kids out at skit night and stuff. And we really want to make it so that even though the kids are away, you still know what's going on. We want people to be involved.
We think it's important for us to offer, what the parents, what their kids are actually doing, who's taking care of my kid for the whole week, because a lot of parents have anxieties of sending their kids to camp. So we just want to be really open, behind the scenes type things of what we do with your kids, what they're learning, because like Danny was saying earlier, a kid's story is a lot different than the actual story of what happened.
Sure.
So
I was hanging by the cliff there at the nose.
They don't know that there was a rope and two people watching them very carefully behind them. Their harness is double checked.
So we're bringing that element. That's why I worked really hard hard all winter is to get somebody in this position to make sure we're, showing the parents, what their kids are doing, because, all they have is the stories, and we want to offer like Facebook Live, Instagram Live, just, being like CDs, like he was talking about, just making sure we offer that kind of thing for the parents for their anxieties.
That sounds like a whole lot of fun, guys. Mm-hmm. It really does. Camp starts when? When's the first?
First camp starts June 11th, and they stay the whole week until that Friday.
Okay.
So they come in on 3 o'clock, June 11th, leave on Friday at 6 o'clock. We have a lot of different camps. Our normal adventure camps only cost about $249. Mm-hmm. New adventure camp, $279.
What's a new adventure camp?
So a new adventure camp would be going out and doing like the canoe trip.
Okay.
Basically,
something that's new to you.
Yeah.
This
would be middle-aged
Mm-hmm.
kids. We'd go down to Indiana, canoe a river for 2 days. They also learn camping techniques that they may not otherwise, like pitching tents, starting fires, cooking their own food. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, sure.
Learning all these different skills. And the cheer and dance camp, that's only $279 as well. You'll learn how to tumble, do flips, pyramids, all kinds of gymnastic stuff. We'll have all the girls like come back, and they'll actually put on their own skit for us. They'll show us what they learned all week on Thursday. Mm-hmm. They'll put on a little dance for all the kids, and they'll be doing flips for the rest of the day. And
there you go.
We also have that mini camp that we talked about, only $154. That's the shorter option. Come in on Tuesday, leave on Friday. That's really for the kids that are, nervous to come to camp.
Heck yeah. First time out, and they're not really sure. Mom and Dad really aren't sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's give them a chance to go out and see what's going on. And I think I always say this. Obviously, you guys are on the other end of a telephone or an email or whatever. If mom and dad need something,
absolutely.
And kids, if they need to go home, they go home. It's not one of those situations where they go, come on, Billy, let's hang around here for the whole week.
For sure.
And tough this thing out. But it's good for them. You got to get them over. Like I said, the first time I went to camp, they sent me home 2 days later. Next time I was out there, it was a whole lot of fun. But there are different kids get and mature at different stages and levels. There's no doubt. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what else? What are the other ones that are out there, Chris, that we haven't talked about right now?
Got the horse camp. That's $449 for the week, and then our summer celebration, which is when kids go to our Cedar Point trips. That's $349. So we have a bunch of different camps. This brochure that I'm looking at right now, you can go right on your phone, kimballcamp.com. It'll download to your phone.
Okay.
You can go on your computer. It'll download as a PDF file. So what I'm looking at, you'll see on your phone on our website. It'll have all our pricing information, registration form, everything you need to do. And it'll also talk about how you can earn your way to camp. We have a lot of different programs you can do. We sell candy. You can sell candy bars, Kimball Camp candy bars to earn your way to camp. A lot of these are priced differently, so Danny can talk a little more about the candy sales that we have going on.
Danny's a candy guy. He's coming out of the same cloth I am.
Apparently so. So yeah, we have a lot of different parents in each of the neighboring communities who kind of head the candy sale. They'll talk you through it. These are parents who have done it in the past, send their kids. Selling the candy bars, you reach a certain amount, it can pay for your camp in full, or I know you can notch away at the price at least to make it more affordable. What we really want is camp to be available for every single kid out there. It's such a great opportunity, and if they're willing to put in a couple weekends selling candy bars in the corner, they deserve it.
Yeah.
All right. Danny Yunker, give us a website so folks, if they want to go up and take a look at these things, you're the social media guy. How do they get in contact with you guys right now?
www.kimballcamp.com. That's the best way. From there, we have links to our Facebook page. Facebook, we probably keep the most track of. We're trying to post all the time. We're trying to work our way into Twitter and Instagram. And those ways, those are a little bit more convenient, quicker ways to look at what we're posting. But definitely Facebook. Facebook Live is going to be a huge thing this summer.
Fantastic. Chris Cowan, I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. Thanks for coming down. Come back again or join me on the telephone.
Yeah, I really appreciate you getting us in on short notice.
This is something I think kids around here need, buddy. And you're the perfect guy to take them out and show them around the woods. It seems like you really love what you're doing.
Love it.
No doubt about that. Chris Cowan and also Danny Yunker have been our guests today. Kimball Camp, K-I-M-B-L-E. Guys, we
Nope.
never spelled it.
KIMBALL.
There you go.
Camp.com.
There you go. That's the one thing I wanted to get out because I'd be looking for that.
My bad.
Yeah, Kimball Kimball Camp, and it's up in Reading, Michigan, just north of us. If you're interested in getting your kids outside, getting them away from that phone here this summer,
Yes.
might be a real good idea to send them to camp. And these seem like a couple of really nice guys to be able to help you with that project. It's about 11:15 as we walk away. It'll be just you and me until until noon today when Dwayne Hancock will begin. We'll talk a little racing from around the area. Okay,
Awesome.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
What's your YouTube page so we can check that out?
Yeah, we have to play with it. We're still playing with it. How's that?
Oh, okay.
Okay, but you'll be able to go up and watch it, I believe.
Ages of
Right
16
there.
to 19 increased significantly during the summer months.
I'm assuming you're just gonna edit your footage, cut out your breaks, and then post it up.
That's the whole idea. Yeah.
They can be tougher to spot.
Do you guys use Adobe, do you know, or you're not involved?
You know what? Live from the Funderdome. Funderdome. We are just starting. I have video up there that would not. I've got all kinds of stuff in the last 6 or 7 months. And I've had nobody to help me do any editing, and I don't have a lot of time. First of all, and I know it's not that hard. Okay.
No, yeah, I mean that's what I feel with editing camp video right now. It's I just need the time to do it.
Yeah, and so I mean I started to do some with just the normal editing software on my laptop,
So Window Movie Maker.
Window Movie Maker, and at the same time, for me to do this takes me 10 times the amount of time as for you to do it.
Yeah, I mean just memorizing keyboard commands will save you 30 minutes.
Yeah, and I never can get to that point. Okay, and I'm never going to get to that point. I don't even want to be to that point. Okay, I got too many things going on. I need somebody else to be able to take it and do it for me. And to this point, we have not been able to do that. Now, Courtney, who's the young lady across the hall from me right now, she and I talked last week. I think she's going to start trying to take that over for me because I got all kinds of just bulk videos. We bring bands in here on Fridays from around the area. Okay, so there's band video in there, and most all of it is here's 45 minutes. Okay, and that's what it is. Yeah.
I would reach out to some colleges because I mean I'm a freshman right now, but I'm running this as my senior thesis.
Yeah, he's actually earning college credit for working here.
I'm getting 8 credits,
Great.
and I mean I'm having fun doing what I do. I know so many people at Grand Valley who would die for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I know one girl who she was so desperate. She's out at Berlin Raceway recording, but she wants to do radio and music. I mean,
Sure.
she'd be all over it.
Seriously, if she would be, and we could probably do it remotely. She'd just get in and deal with it and do it. If we could do something like that, that would be wonderful. Courtney's going to try to get this thing done, but she's got about 14 things going too.
Yeah, exactly.
That becomes the problem.
So-
And with these small radio stations like this anymore, you don't have any staff.
Right.
You can appreciate that. I mean, back when I was in the radio business in the early 80s, I mean, you'd walk into a place like this and there'd be somebody at the desk, waiting to greet you, There'd be 2 or 3, secretaries around here doing whatever they need to do. There'd be a half a dozen salespeople and a manager of some sort and people coming in here, out of here every day, every hour.
Yeah, so I got your contact information.
So-
If we want to plug something else, I'll get in touch with you. We'll see when we can get back on. We had a lot of
sounds
fun
good.
here.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you coming. Thanks, guys.
I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for getting
Best
us
of luck.
on.
Let's hope that everything works out.
For sure. Thank
Okay,
you very much.
you left me a brochure, right?
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
from
keep this
last
one?
year. That's
Okay.
from last year, but yeah, you can definitely
It's
keep
still
that one.
almost everything's right except
Yeah.
for dates.
Yep, dates
Cool.
are just
Dates will
different.
be
And then
a little bit off.
you can just go on our website and download a new one if you need it. So.
Perfect. I'll do that.
Thank you.
Have a safe trip back, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
Jim.
You bet. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Is that empty? I'll get rid of it for you. Thank you. I think this character that's coming in here is driven up here from Cincinnati. How's that? Like that one would be right there. That's okay. No, that's what you come in. You guys come in. Yeah. Chris, Danny, get from this is Ken. And my fellow Troy graduate for high school graduate at Ohio University graduate, my big brother, my son. And he popped up here out of How's that? See you guys. Good luck this summer. Kenny, how are you, man? What the hell brought you to Bryan, Ohio?
Well, it was a nice little stop between here and Lansing, Michigan.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Come in.
I tried to call you.
Oh, my phone's in the bag, and I've had somebody in here all morning.
No, I'm at
Oh, the other day?
yeah.
Oh, my phone sucks.
Oh.
I'm about to get a new one today. You know what? Did you leave me a voicemail?
Yeah.
I didn't even.
Yeah, that's okay. That's no big deal.
I just turned the
That's
damn
okay.
thing off and didn't do shit. Well, I'm glad you're here, man.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
I even stopped at a main stop yesterday.
You did?
And,
Where were you yesterday?
Well, I was coming back from Lansing.
Okay, all right. Where did
Yeah.
you stay last night?
The Colonial Manor.
What the hell? Oh no, did you call yesterday too?
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
called
shit.
twice. I don't remember the time.
Oh,
but that's
man.
okay.
Holy shit!
But that's a really nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice hotel. It is
Real
a
nice. And I
hotel.
talked them down. You
Couple
know.
of bucks.
Oh, more than a couple bucks. I wanted 73, and I said,
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay 50 with all the taxes because that sometimes gets you like, oh yeah, we give you 50, but then it's 65 by the time we put all the taxes on. I said, no,
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
And they had a really nice handicap room.
Yeah.
A lot of places when they say handicap,
Yeah.
it's really not handicap.
Yeah.
But and I'm going through that transition like, well, I'm by myself. I can't have, hey Jay, come here and give me a hand here. Or
Yeah,
hey Jay, I need a little help or something, you know.
You're
No,
trying to
I'm-
figure it out by yourself right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that working? Okay.
Day by day.
Yeah. You're getting there, slowly
Yeah.
but surely. Well, good, man. Well, gosh, I wish I'd known that. I took my phone honestly.
Well,
and
that's
just
okay.
set it
I
and
really
didn't even
enjoyed
play it.
being at. I actually came up late on Sunday,
Okay.
and I don't know where you were Sunday.
Hell, I don't know.
But then I figured, like, well, you know, he could be. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. He's not working Monday. He could be anywhere.
I just basically took the weekend off, shut the phone down, cut the grass, drank a few beers, and did nothing, man.
Right,
How's that?
and then I know sometimes where, you know, like you've got other things. I mean, I know it's Memorial Weekend, so I don't know if there's any. But sometimes you have to come in and do the Indian game thing,
Yeah,
whatever you have
yeah,
to do. So
yeah.
you know, so I
Yeah,
said that's
I do that
okay,
kind of thing.
and I really liked the place. So I negotiated again. I said, hey, give me the same deal. I'll stay, you know, Monday night. And then, you know, then I was really comfortable. I was having, you know, my time, but away from the house because the house has a lot of distractions.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, you know, I really just want to chill out here, and you know, and everything. And I'll stop by in the morning, but I won't
Son
bust
of a
myself.
bitch.
I won't, you know, I won't break myself to get here at 9. I knew I wanted to get here at 12 because is the guy on the throttle actually
Yep,
going to be?
he's coming in today.
I
You're
mean-
going to be on the throttle with us today?
Sure, why not?
Cool.
Why not?
Cool. We got it before you get out of here. I got to get you this picture, man, that this dude brought me. It's been sitting in my house.
Oh, well, yeah, that's okay.
So that's good. No,
Yeah.
you're around for the afternoon?
Yeah, pretty much. So I told people, I said, hey, I took Friday off, but I stayed at home and did things because that's everything like, oh, I got to get ready for a trip. You know, I just can't say, okay, let's go, and you got everything packed, and you know what, you know, I don't have that. So Friday was kind of like that, and then Friday was, I probably overreacted in the sense that they got rid of cable and internet, everything, and just closed it all out. And the people at Sprint said, oh, this tablet, they have a hotspot. You'd be able to do it. Not strong enough.
Oh, shit.
You
Okay.
see what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that tablet. I mean,
Yeah.
or not. I mean, they kind of suckered me in that they said it was free. Now it looks like it's 50% off. You know,
Oh, God.
you know how that stuff is.
Damn sales guys.
You know, and so I spent most of the day Friday trying to get on my computer from work from home and spending a lot of time with IT because I'd get in and then 3 minutes